Yo.
Let me go tell people in the voice chat to come here, bro. Hello,
Hello, GM.
GM, Jose.
How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, and you?
Doing great.
It's a sunny, very nice day here. I can't complain.
Sunny day in Brazil as well. Good day to share things about labs.
Yeah, yeah. Every day is a good day to do that. If you ask the community, so yeah. Good afternoon, Gladiator. Nice to have you here, my friend. Falcor, Django. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna be doing it today here in the amphitheater because we may have a couple things to screen share with you guys. So, yep. Yeah, Chris, this is where we're hanging out, my friend. 7 years. How are you? Ray, legend. Good to see the Stratos family here. Uh, I think I think we're good to get started here. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the Atlas Brew, number 79. And today we're gonna be doing a Sage Labs lab. So expect us to screen share a little bit. We'll be diving even deeper than we did in the last brew, sharing some of the text testing experience and giving more pro tips on how to get started. So we're all on the same page for Sage Labs, and yep, we're all ready for that. Then we are gonna do first. We're gonna do a couple noteworthy news as always. There's a lot going on in the Stradless ecosystem and community and project, so we're gonna do that first. But before we do all that, I want to introduce first. Let's introduce Dominic Bain. How are you, my friend?
Thank you, Santi. I'm doing good. Doing good. Ready to get this brew started. The only thing I'll tell everyone is definitely get the notebooks out. Start writing down the because we're gonna be going over Sage Labs. We're gonna be going over the journey of Sage Labs. So definitely get that notebook out. Get the pen. Get the coffee. Maybe get some fruit. Let's get into it.
Yeah. And Jose, how are you, man?
I'm good, Santi. Excited to show more of Sage Labs. God knows the risk we took last week, but it seems to have been a success. People have enjoyed. So, yeah, I think it's time that we capitalize on our success and start showing more, give more food for thought for people, and have fun together thinking about how Sage Labs is going to unfold.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to check with the people in the comments if you can hear me well. I saw a comment that my audio was low, so I just want to double check that. Yeah, sound is great, clear, great. And I see someone saying, "Yeah, but now I have to monitor all of these brews." By Michael Wagner. Well, it is what it is. What can we say? Can we say we
Compromise, right?
are we are men of the people. We
Yeah.
are men of the people, and we do what we have to do. That is that is what it is. But yeah, let's start with some noteworthy news. I think Dom, I'm not sure if you have them pulled up, but
Oh yeah.
there are a couple things that have been happening
I don't want to spoil it though,
this
so I'm
past
doing one by one.
yeah, let's go one by one, bro.
All right.
We have here the Galia Meta one, where you guys can start purchasing acrylic paintings, and they are looking gorgeous. Look at that.
Sorry, one sec. Am I just super loud? for everyone? I've heard 2 comments now that I'm like yelling, and I'm just talking.
No, you seems normal for me.
Let me.
Yeah, it's normal for me as well. You guys can right click on Dominic and
Is that better? I turned the gain down a little bit.
man, Santi super low volume in recordings. Okay, guys, I'll have to buy a new mic. That's what you're telling me. Michael, you're in the audience.
It's
You can send me
loud,
a
but
mic.
you're always loud. You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, you guys can right click on me or Dom and just move the volume up or down for any of us.
I'm trying
But
to
yeah,
turn the gain down so people don't have to, but we'll see if it works. I don't know.
everything works fine for me. I don't know, man, but yeah, we'll
Okay,
try to
sorry.
keep it steady.
We'll stream this now.
Yeah,
So this just showed up here, nicely packaged acrylic piece. So we've got a 20-inch by 11, 1/8 inch
Woo!
acrylic here.
look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Actually
bad
look
boy.
clean.
That's clean.
Beautiful.
Bro, look at that, bro.
So there we have it.
Look at that, man. Yeah. It's looking fantastic.
Man, I need one of those in my wall.
I need that.
His favorite ship, backlight.
Shout out to Falcor. And hold on, let me see if the website he links to the website.
This,
Yeah, GalliaMeta.io. Let me go ahead and copy this link for everyone else.
Yeah, galemeta.io, leveraging the Star Atlas IP, and yeah, it's looking beautiful.
I didn't embed, but yeah, go to GalliaMeta.io. There's actually Gallia Meta does a bunch of work with the photographers in the Starless community. So if you know any of the photographers, it's likely that some of their work is on that website that you can purchase and put on your wall. So there's a lot of different pictures, a lot of different artists. So definitely go check it out, and you see the quality. I mean, it's really nice.
Really clean, really clean. Also, on another worthy news, there's a little beef going on, I heard, between Beyond the Horizon and Atlas Theory,
Oh, wow.
and they are challenging each other, calling each other's names. It's getting really interesting in there, so I'll recommend everyone to follow what is going on. It's on Twitter, it's on YouTube, everywhere. They're just going at it, and
All out war.
yeah, just recommended to go and
Side
check
note,
that
this
out, guys.
thumbnail is fire though. This thumbnail is actually fire. I watched this
Yeah.
video. It's actually pretty fun. It's a fun little competition. I like it.
Puck the Pirate says, I could whoop them both. Okay, Puck, the beef continues, bro. Just expands.
Total war.
All I'm gonna say is Beyond the Horizon said his son could be Atlas Theory. You know, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's
Jesus
true. I'm not
Christ.
saying it's
Yo.
true, but you know, it is what it is, dude.
Yeah. They're going at it, man. They're going at it.
Oh man, imagine if this picture was on your wall, PG. Just the guy in the bathroom.
Okay. There's we have more. We have more noteworthy news. It was Skull and Bones 2 years anniversary, so we just wanted to say congratulations to the Pirates. Congratulations to Skull and Bones.
Yeah, we all hate him, but we all love him.
We love you, Hayden.
Exactly. Yeah, congratulations to Skull and Bones.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
huge landmark, guys. Congratulations. Freaking awesome.
A lot, dude. This is the second guild that I've seen advertised their second year, right? This is
No, we had more. We had
We have
Aethia,
more.
we had Raindal, we have Skull and Bones.
I'm taking a walk, disappointment walk of shame. No, but
Walk of
seriously,
shame, bro.
what I'm trying to say here is a lot of years are hitting their second year, in the Starless ecosystem, and I just want to say congratulations. It's huge. Sometimes we're just so like down and heads down working that we kind of forget that we've come so far. So congratulations.
Congrats,
Yeah.
guys. It's massive.
We are growing. We are growing old.
Yeah. More noteworthy news. There was an ONI consortium formed, and looks like they're getting ready for labs. And my question, what makes me think here is, what are Oosters and Mod doing? If the Onis are getting ready, starting a consortium and just getting organized, like, what is going on with Mod and Ooster, bro? That's
I've
my
said it from the
biggest thing.
beginning. I've said it from the beginning. Ooster and Mud are just, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? Baking a pie? Like, we got war. We got war going on. What are we doing?
It's because Oni needs to team up to have a chance against the Oosters, guys. Oosters are the master race. No one can compete with us.
No shot, no shot. But I don't see any mods defending anything out there, man. I sometimes see the Oosters, maybe Jose, Benny, a couple others.
Yeah,
Still
the
not as
couple of
good
them
as
that
Onis.
exist. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still not as good as Onis, but mods? Where are the mods, bro?
Guys, you know what's going to be super interesting? In Sage Labs, we start seeing how the galaxy is politically split inside the game. But at some point, those divisions they will grow to the in-game instance. So for example, maybe someday we'll see the Galactic Marketplace break into 3 different marketplaces where people from the Oni will only trade with Onis, Oosters only with Oosters, and then we'll have people doing smuggling ships between factions, and this kind of articulation that the Oni consortium is doing right now. I feel it's going to be very important for the future of Star Atlas when we have the political aspect of the game teaming up with the economic layer. It's going to be super awesome to see how this develops, and the Onis are the Onis are one step ahead right now in terms of preparations.
Oh, and you heard it from an Ooster, guys. You heard it from an Ooster. Oh my god. Yeah, it's
Next
getting
thing we're
real.
going to talk about is multi-faction guilds. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So a couple news more as well. We're extending Never Alone Mission 1 deadline. And so Never Alone Mission 1 is not going to end until Labs is released. So you guys still have time to go and do the missions and the quests that are for Never Alone Mission 1. So don't worry about that. We got you covered until Labs is released. So we're extending it. And I see the I see the question. So how much longer? I don't know, boys. We still don't have a date for that, but yeah,
It's
it's
not far
going
away,
to.
guys.
It's not far away, but it's gonna. You guys will have time until Labs releases, and also expect a lot of quests related to Labs and in Labs for Mission 2, right, Jose?
Yeah. Right now, with the release of Labs, something very interesting is going to happen for Never Alone, because Labs provides Never Alone with a digital world where we can have Sand going through, and we can set Never Alone objectives that are linked with your performance in Sage Labs map. So you can expect quests that will take you to different places in Sage Labs map. You can expect quests that are linked with finding and acquiring some resources in Sage Labs. So I think that's going to be super interesting because it adds more purpose and meaning to your actions in Sage Labs and in Labs and in Never Alone at the same time. So it's going to be super interesting to see the different layers of gameplay of Star Atlas interacting together. It's going to be super cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's gonna be nice, and also lore. A lot of lore to be discovered.
Yeah, Sage Labs is full of lore.
Yeah. And we have a code for today, Jose, as well.
We do, we
Never
do.
Alone.
We have been nearly sacrificed last week because we didn't have a Zilli code. So this week we are keeping our promise true, and yeah, we have a Zilli code. Should we share it now, or we
Yeah,
are
sure.
using?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put it in the chat.
let's add the code to the chat right now. Pay attention, guys. It's here. ImpTip. You guys will find the class this week to be a award from one of the brew sponsors. It's Armstrong Industries. They are sponsoring our brew this week. So make sure to take a look at the ImpTip. And yeah, I won't spoil. They created a special jingle for us in the brew today. I asked Santi to sing for us, but he wouldn't. So you guys will need to imagine in your head how it sounded.
Shout out to Armstrong
I
for
gotta respect
for
that.
sponsoring, bro.
Thank you, Armstrong, for sponsoring today's session.
Yeah. So you guys can go to our silly page and redeem your code now. I'll send the link in case anyone missed that. But this is for Saint Just. He was killing us in the chat the other day because we didn't have a code. So Saint Just, please go and claim your XP, my friend.
Yeah. Now he's saying that we are getting rugged.
Surely we're getting rugged.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Another news is that we will have a core coming. We may need to push it back a couple hours, but we'll keep you updated with announcements on when core launches. It's scheduled for today, but there is some maintenance going on that may delay it a little bit. So just for you guys to be aware of that.
Yeah, we are reinforcing StarCom. As you guys know, it's super important to have StarCom performing exceptionally well for Sage Labs and everything else that we are doing. So this is the current focus of the Star Atlas team, preparing StarCom, making it resilient and improving it. So yeah, it's more than important. So
All of you need to
Focus on-
cheer. That Starcom is a game.
yeah, everyone pray for the gods
W
of Star-
W for Starcom maintenance.
Cool. I think we can move now to our main topic for today. But as you guys know, we mentioned it at the beginning, but we're going to be diving deeper into labs. We'll be sharing some of the testing experience, mainly on how to get started, and just sharing a couple pro tips so you guys know what is going to be happening in Sage Labs. And so we are all ready for it. So as well, I want to say that there are a lot of content creators out there that are doing great coverage and just breaking everything down and sharing all the updates. People like Atlas Theory, Ramega, KeplerNet, Morpheus in French, they are absolutely crushing it. Metaverse Explorer as always, and I'm sure I'm missing more people.
Beyond the
But
horizon, we gotta go
beyond the horizon, yeah. And make sure, guys, to check any of them out to be updated and be ready for Sage Labs. So they are also covering it, and I'm sure they will be breaking down what we share here. Couple disclaimers before we get into sharing what Sage Labs testing is looking like. This is a previous build what we'll be sharing, and there are a lot of UI improvements missing and that haven't been added. So as you know, this is not the final product. We want to be very clear about that. And also, as we said, our engineering team is actually going through a lot of bug fixing and making heavy Starcom improvements as we speak. So we'll likely experience an unstable connection, and meaning that means that things may be breaking live and some functionalities will probably not be working. But we're gonna do the best we can to share everything we have. And yeah, I see that I miss a lot of creators' names, and I see it in the chat already. And yeah, shout out to Puck the Pirate, Metaverse Nomads, Gladiator. They are also
KeplerNet.
absolutely KeplerNet. We mentioned KeplerNet, but mentioning him twice because he covers in English and in Spanish, so deserves a double shout out. So
Craigs doesn't
Metaverse
deserve
Explorer. I mentioned Metaverse Explorer as well, guys.
Jesus.
But yeah, shout out to all of you. Ghost
Yeah.
Cat, we love you guys.
Santi, you're killing us, man. You're killing us right now.
We
Yeah,
love
bro.
you guys.
You know, I
Morpheus, I
gotta,
mentioned Morpheus.
I gotta stick up for Santi. This was the
Save me, bro.
shouting, shouting out the content creators wasn't in the agenda. That was all off the dome. Give them, give them some respect. There's like 10 names there, so
Yeah, I didn't have the names.
no,
in the
seriously,
agenda, guys.
we do love all of you.
That's true.
All right.
All right, let's get to the spice.
Oh, one last disclaimer. One last disclaimer for Sage Labs is that Santi did say already that this isn't the final build, and that they're working on Starcom, but there just might be some things that might be one or two things that just don't work. Is what it is. Like he said, this is not the final build. So I just want everyone to put their mature caps on and know that this is not going to be the final thing. If we encounter any bugs or anything that doesn't work, it will work when it releases. All right, that's it.
Yeah, and thank you, Star Atlas TV, for recording this, brew.
All right, there's the stream.
Here we go.
Welcome, Dom.
Welcome everyone to Galia Expanse. This is the main screen of Sage Labs as we showed in the last brew. Here's where you are going to get everything started on your journeys across Galia. This also allows you to see where every fleet you have is in our current map. So
And real quick, Jose, because I really want to like kind of set the stage for when we go over everything here.
Okay.
The only thing I want to add here is, so we're going to be going over today the journey of Sage Labs. So from step one being going to the website for Sage Labs, all the way up to kind of like the final goal of Sage Labs. So this is why I was telling everyone to get your notebook out and start writing down like what the steps are, because it's going to help everyone for when this comes out. So we're going to be going over everything in linear order of what we would be doing, or what I will be doing, or what Santi or Jose will be doing when Sage Labs comes out. And the first step for that we're not showing is actually creating your character. So you type a name for your character, you pick the faction of your character. We've already shown a screenshot of this. I think it might be in sneak peeks. But that's the one screen that we're skipping, and we're just going right to here. Anyways, Jose, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, you are
And I'm not
absolutely correct. We need to set up the hero's journey, right? So yeah, you are absolutely correct. After creating your character, this is the first screen that you are going to see in Star Atlas. And this screen is paramount to your success in Sage Labs, because everything that you do in the game will show. If you can scroll down a little bit down, it shows on this page. As you can see right now, Dom has his fleets, one engaged in a mining operation and another one simply docked in another space station, the only central space station. Those are the fleets.
I'm
Those
putting in
are
work
the
right now, Jose. I'm putting in work.
Yeah, you are mining. You are getting the resources and making the economy move, right? You are doing God's work. and on the other side, there are crafting processes. And there you see the fleets that are actually working on getting those raw materials and combining them into new stuff, into the new assets that you'll be creating in Sage Labs. So those two screens, they give you the most information that you need in order to keep your operations going, and also allows you to have a good notion where your fleet is.
Yeah.
Something that just to give you everyone a heads up. Right now, Dom has 2 fleets, but this can get really intense. Like if you are going to be super specialized in this game, you guys will have probably many fleets, because there are many different types of resources and they can only be found in different locations of the galaxy. So you have your different fleets going to the different locations and trying to keep tabs of everything so they keep running smoothly, and the supply chain that you create for your strategy in the game works out. This is one of the major things that you should be focused on in Sage Labs. So go on, friend.
I just want to give a quick recap on everything that's on the screen. So at the top, you're gonna have your name, you're gonna have your character. No, I'm not Mud, of course. I'm Oni, the better faction. I have your wallet address here, and then there's something here called Atlas Prime, which is previously what we've been calling Atlas Fee Pair. And Atlas Fee Pair is actually really cool, and what it allows you guys to do and everyone else who's playing to do is to use Atlas as the fee that you use for when you do a Solana transaction instead of Solana. So you can use Atlas instead of Solana, which is really, really cool, actually. And you can obviously turn this on and off depending on if you want to use it. You don't have to use it. So just keep that in mind. And then scrolling down here, like Jose was saying, we have this whole map. We have Ooster on the top right, Oni on the top left, Mud bottom. And you can see these little light blue points on the map, and those are my two fleets and where they're at. So that's pretty cool. And then we scroll down here, and you can see all the sectors, and you can go to whatever sector you want. You can't go to obviously the Mud Central Space Station and do things there because it is factions. For me, I would go to Oni 1 as my Central Space Station. And then down here, like Jose was saying, we see my asset overview. We have fleet number 1 and we have fleet number 2, and those are the two light blue things up here and what they're doing. So that's the first screen. Did I miss anything, Jose or Santi?
No, you are. Yeah, you got everything. And all those places, they are locations in Galia. And later we'll show you guys that you can navigate to see what happens in each one of those sectors. So you can click on maybe Region Risk Zone 1, and you can see beforehand what kind of resources you can find there. Right now, everything that you see is the public map of Galia. It's the charted world of Star Atlas. So information is available for everyone, or maybe a correction, the general information of those sectors, they can see being seen by everyone. And specific information about them can also be collected through the SDUs, the survey data units, which is one of the resources that are the most important in Sage Labs. So in the terms of lore, the world is starting to take shape. Every location will have their own characteristics, their own resources, their own stories. And as we add new gameplay loops and iterations, all those things will get more substance, and you guys will see it unfolding into life through gameplay features, which I think is the coolest thing ever. But enough of introductions. Maybe we should go form a fleet and show them how things work out, Don.
Yeah, I think we should do that. So you get into this. You now everyone understands what is going on here, right? So now, what should someone do to get started? Do we need to form a fleet?
Yeah, so we've created our character now. We've created our character, and this is the first screen that we see. Now that we see this first screen, we've went over this first screen. Now we're going to go to our faction's central space station. So that's going to be Oni 1, Ooster 1, or Mud 1. For me, obviously, I'm Oni, so I'm going to do Oni 1. And I'm going to navigate to sector. And we've kind of already gone through this a little bit last week and before, but I still think it's important that we go through this whole journey together, so we all have all the facts of Sage Labs, so you can get into this and just know exactly what to do. So now like I said, now we're at Oni 1, or the Oni Central Space Station, and now what we need to do is deposit ships so we can form a fleet. So right now, I already deposited ships, so I don't know if, let me see if I have any more. Yeah, okay, so I have some ships to actually deposit here, and this is what it's going to look like. So you can withdraw your ships. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, look, sorry, don't interrupt you, bro.
No, go for
the
it.
ship's models are looking superb, man. Those are
I see Jeff in the audience as well, so.
Yeah, huge shout out to Jeff, bro.
Shout out to Jeff, man.
You killed it. Those are the assets that you guys will see one day in the play canvas, and they are coming right here, so you know which ships you have stored in the game and in Sage Labs. So you got the first thing that you need to do is bring your assets to inside the world of Star Atlas. You need to bring them to Galia. So by depositing your ships, you are bringing your things into the world. So that's what Dominic is going to do. Let's create a badass fleet, Dom. Make it strong, make it big, bro.
What ship? What ship, everybody? What ships do we want to?
Say it in the chat,
deposit?
guys. I'm reading the chat.
C11. Okay, we'll do C11.
C11. People want C11.
Doesn't require much convincing to put a C11 to play, right?
Yeah, we'll do a C11 and a Guardian.
Oh Jesus, that's a fleet, bro.
A casual fleet, bro.
Big fleet.
Not
Okay.
whalish.
Then you deposit to Starbase and boom.
Okay, so I just had a transaction. I don't know if did you guys see that transaction?
No,
No.
we don't see the pop-ups. We don't see the
Okay.
pop-ups.
So I just had a transaction to deposit the ships into the Starbase. So we go to Oni One, we go to deposit, we pick the ships that we want to deposit, we do the transaction, and okay, so we've deposited the ships into the Oni Central Space Station. What's next? Because we haven't formed the fleet yet. So we need to go to Starbase Hangar next. And you can see that I already have a fleet docked here. But we'll get into that in just a little bit. So we're going to go down here to form a new fleet. So we're going to form a new fleet. And so what do we say? We were going to do a C11. So we're going to do one C11 and one Calico Guardian. And then so we make sure that those are filled in right here. You can see that it's checked off over here. You can see some fleet formation details, like the total ships, the cargo capacity, the ammo consumption rate, the food consumption rate, the mining rate, and then we're going to form the fleet. We can name it. What are we going to name it? I don't even know. I mean, I've just been doing Dom Fleet 1 and Dom Fleet 2. Does anyone have a name that they want
Oni
to
Oni sucks.
No way. Everyone
Spicy.
says spicy, bro.
All right, Spicy Fleet. And then this is going to bring up another transaction because you're naming your fleet on the blockchain. All right. So we just did it. So we just formed a fleet.
And this is super cool, guys, because the fleet now actually exists in the world of Star Atlas. It's protected on the chain. So, man, I mean, it's something simple, but in game, you exist now. So for me,
Yeah.
it's meaningful for me because we will have those things evolving, and people will be able to see each other's fleets in the future. So this is the beginning. This is the seed of a much bigger and meaningful environment that we are building right now. So this is super cool for me.
So we've now formed our fleet. We've now formed our fleet, but that's job is not finished. Job is not finished. Now we need to go to the Starbase hangar because the fleet is still docked at the Central Space Station. So now you can see the fleet that we just named, Spicy Fleet, the C11 and the Guardian is right here. You can see the fuel status, the cargo hold status, and ammo bank status. And you can see we have nothing in these bad boys, nothing at all. So we couldn't leave it even if we wanted to. So we're gonna click on this right here, and this is the next step in our journey to going out into the Gallia Expanse and mining resources or extracting resources. Sorry. So now what we're gonna do is actually, because I want this to be linear. We've deposited our ships, we've formed a fleet, but how are we going to get resources into that fleet? So we need to go to my inventory, and it's a similar screen where you'll see the amount of resources in your wallet, and you'll see the amount of resources that you've imported from your wallet into the Starbase. So I've of course already imported resources into the Starbase already, but for this, because we're going through the whole journey together, I'll do it again. I'll do 10,000 of each resource to start here, just to show what it looks like.
Bro,
Very
you
important to have your
won't
fleet with
even
resources.
lift that. Yeah, you won't even lift that fleet from the ground with that
100,000 resources of each one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 100,000 of each resource, and then we're going to import from wallet. And as always, this is bringing up a transaction. This is on the blockchain, and you can see right there,
Dom.
it instantly goes through. What's up, Jose?
Sorry for interrupting, friend, but I wanted to show community the different resources that they can find and take and put into the world of Star Atlas. So guys, as you can see, as Don is scrolling, there are lots of new things coming in Sage Labs. And what Dom is doing right now is breaking the barrier between Gallia and or real world. For now, that barrier is strong. You need to take things out of Star Atlas, out of Sage Labs, so you can sell them on our marketplace. But and vice versa. If you want to use them in game, you need to bring them inside Star Atlas, and then inside Galia, inside Sage Labs, and then you can transact with them. In the future, this might have a different way. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, right now we have all those aspects of the game surfacing right now. So you guys will get radiation absorbers, you guys will get lots of different resources, recipes, components, and you'll be able to trade them or use them in game. And as you guys can see, the marketplace will get a huge expansion through Sage Labs. This was only my small comment because I feel this is important for community to be aware of how big the marketplace is going to be in Sage Labs.
Yeah, that's one of the first things that actually got to me when I was testing, like how many different things there are right now in like the Star Atlas ecosystem, just with the resources. It's wild how it expands.
Yeah, exactly. And that's actually what gives meaning to Sage Labs, right? Because Sage Labs is a game where you are racing against time and fighting the market. You know, you are trying to produce things that the market demand and be on top of it. So it's actually the marketplace, the Galactic marketplace, that gives meaning and purpose to the things that we are doing in Sage Labs, especially until we have the combat going on. So you need to be aware of the supply that exists within Sage Labs and the supply that exists outside of Sage Labs in the Galactic marketplace. But I think I'm giving already too many tips about gameplay. So let's go back to what we are doing.
Yeah, I saw a comment saying this will break Solana. Yeah, if someone on Solana doesn't know who Star Atlas is at this point, they're gonna know. They're going to know when Sage Labs comes out. So I definitely agree.
Absolutely. All right, Dom, we are ready to go,
Okay.
bro.
So we deposited our ships. We've formed a fleet with our deposited ships. Then we needed to get the resources from our wallet into the starbase. So we've done that. Now we need to get the resources from the starbase into our fleet. So we're going to do 100,000 of each one. So people don't call me a rookie again. And then we're going to make a fleet selection on which fleet that is docked to get the resources that we're transferring. So we're going to transfer it to Spicy Fleet. And wow, we are not even filling the ammo bank up by 7%.
I told you, bro. I told you, bro.
Bro, you
Lord
have
have
a
mercy.
Guardian and a
You were not
C11,
even
bro.
getting that outside of the ground, bro.
Someone asked me the question, why toolkits? I don't know what I'm doing. Who knows?
Just in case, bro. Just in case.
You
Just in
know,
case
maybe
they-
you are
Just in
attacked by
case they come
pirates.
in handy, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you crash when trying to dock. You don't know.
Okay, so let's actually do more resources. Let's do the max here that I have here, just to make sure that we don't get stranded out there. Okay, we're not filling it up all the way, but we're still filling it up. All right, we're gonna get another transaction here because we're transferring the resources from the starbase to our fleet. So we're gonna approve that, and you can see that it is now all taken from the starbase. Oh, do we need one? Do we need one of these? We're
Just in
transferring-
case.
Transferring one toolkit just in case. Anyways,
Michael is saying this dude is going to have to self-destruct on the first move.
hey
Yeah.
yo, put some faith in me.
Yeah. Remember when I told you guys that there was someone in Star Atlas who had to self-destruct midway?
Wait, hold on. No, it wasn't me.
Time to go
Crowdfunding
mining,
for
Dominic.
Dominic.
Show them that you know what you are doing, bro.
Crowdfunding for Dominic's resources, bro.
You guys
Let's
are
start
killing-
taking
are we
bets.
gonna die? You guys
Will
are gonna
Dominic need?
die?
Will Dominic need to self-destruct? Let's take bets. Make a
Well,
pool,
now-
Santi.
Well, now we're not.
Let's see.
Now we're not. Because we're putting in everything. Can't risk this. I can't risk this. This is too big of a risk out here. Okay. Import from wallet. Approve the transaction.
The poll
Alright.
is speaking, bro.
No,
Dom, do you
I'm
want
not,
to
I'm
know
not
how-
looking at. I'm not looking at the poll because I'm not taking in any negativity, bro.
Jesus.
This is hilarious.
All right. So now we have filled our fleet up past 17%. Post Dom's wallet for fuel donations. GoFundMe. Star Atlas Fuel Edition. Okay. All right. So
All right.
what have we done so far? We've deposited the ships. We've formed it into a fleet. We've deposited resources. We've transferred those resources into our fleet. So now our docked ship is ready to go. We're ready to go. So now is something I'm sure Jose would like to talk a little bit about is kind of strategizing, you know, what you want to do. Do you have information on the different sectors already? Are you going for, I don't know, copper ore? Are you going for whatever resource you're thinking of? Jose, do you want to talk a little bit about that before we undock?
Yeah, friend. I think that's in order. If you go back to that main menu, Dom, we can see the different zones of Star Atlas. And if you click, for example, in medium risk zone 10, I don't know, let's go to any of those sectors, Dom. You can see, after going there, you can go to mining operations, I guess, and you see exactly what resource you can find there. And here starts a very interesting exercise by everyone, because the logic is that the farther you go into the galaxy, the more rare ingredients or resources you can find. And you also need to make a choice between what kind of strategy you are going for. You can see in medium risk zone 10, you can find Lumanite, which is a rare Oni crystal that can only be found there in that, not only can be found that, but can be found in that ecosystem. But you can also go to other medium risk zone areas where you can find more than one resource, for example. Or maybe the richness of the resource is different on one of the systems in the medium risk zone. And all of this information is available for you upfront by simply clicking in the Sage Labs navigation tab. You guys can scout the systems and understand what each one can provide you. Yeah, let's go to another one, Don. Maybe other medium risk zone one. Yeah, medium risk one. You can find that, for example, the system allows you to mine at the same time iron and copper ores. And the interesting thing here is that the different recipes, they have different requirements. They use different resources. So maybe some of those star systems, they are copper ores. I'm becoming a man,
I think
bro.
you should continue
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I'll keep doing Cooper, bro. Screw this. So yeah, as you guys can see, the richness here in this sector is a lot higher than in the other sectors that we saw, and there are many different values for those spread across Sage Labs. You know. Every star base is, as Michael is saying, is a refueling station, but the crafting and recipes that can be found in the Central Space Station are different than the ones you can find in the other system star bases. So actually, it's important to understand the galaxy of Star Atlas. Right now, this is important but for discovering the resources, the hardness, the richness, the distances. You need to be aware of how far you can travel with your fleet and come back, the cooldowns of how long it takes to mine the different resources, and things like that. I see that people are asking about richness and hardness. Those are the key elements of Sage Labs, meaning the hardness is the difficulty of extracting one of the resources, and the richness is the speed which you can acquire it through your mining activity. So yeah, those are very important things in Sage Labs, and you can find a more extensive description and explanation in the Sage Labs game material, in the Sage game manual. Jesus, so many names. But yeah, we give you guys a rogue overview of how you can discover where the resources that you want are and how you can get there. And then, Dom, I think it's time to show how we navigate the galaxy and how we acquire the resources.
Okay, so let's go back to the only Central Space Station where our fleets are docked. So actually, this is a good time to use this go to asset location, because you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
literally click this button, go to where it's located. Boom, we're here. All right, what are we doing next? We're undocking. So we've gotten our strategy. We've done everything we need to do. We've formed our fleet. We've given our fleet resources. We're all supplied. We're all good to go. We've strategized by our lonesome. We've strategized with our guild. We're ready to go out into the Gallia Expanse. We're ready to get some stuff done. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our hangar again. And we're going to go to Spicy Fleet, because this is the fleet that we're sending out. And we're going to go ahead and click the undock button. So we're going to click the undock button. Obviously, a Solana transaction is popping up right now. I'm going to approve it. And we are undocked. We are undocked, ladies and gentlemen. I want everyone to imagine, a C11 coming out of the Central Space Station, ready to go to Oni 3 to get some resources, because that's what I'm imagining right now in my head.
Bro, did you add food to your fleet?
Did I add food? I hope I added food.
Yeah, this is something important, because without food, Dominic is not going to be able to mine assets in the game.
I'm pretty sure I did. No, I did.
Awesome. Yeah, just giving this reminder, because this will happen to you once you are in Sage Labs, and you will remember me saying that don't let your crews starve to death, guys. You need to self-destruct.
Okay.
All right,
So
Dom, let's go, bro.
we've undocked our fleet now. So now that our fleet is undocked, we need to go to undocked fleets. So we're going from Starbase Hangar to undocked fleets. So we're going to click undocked fleets right now, and you can see that our undocked Spicy Fleet has 69% fuel remaining. That wasn't even planned, by the way. But nice. You can see the fleet status, undocked idle. We can dock it again if we want to when we're coming back, of course. And then we're going to click Manage Fleet, though. So we're going to click Manage Fleet, and we're going to see this map right here. And these are the different Oni places right here. These yellow symbols that we can go to. And we're going to let's go to this one right here. And we can either warp or we can subwarp. So warping, it costs, let's say, 168,000 fuel to warp to this location right here. But if we subwarp, it's going to cost 129,000, but it takes longer. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to warp. Let's go ahead and warp. Do we have enough fuel? Let me just double check. Yeah, we do. We're good. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. There is no self-destructing here. So we're going to warp here.
Let's go.
We're going to get another transaction. Okay, so this is immediately gone. So let's go see. Oh, look at our fleet. Look at our fleet. It's moving.
It's moving, guys.
We're going to Oni 3.
Yeah, we got some collapse in the chat.
Bro, congratulations.
It's a brave new world.
He managed to leave the space station, guys. Give some doubles to our boy. Guys, and you can imagine this as moving through a blockchain, right? It's moving through Gallia. It's an actual fleet that exists, and it's moving through the Star Atlas world. So again, something that for me is very meaningful. It shows all the efforts that we have been putting on getting this work. It's a small transaction for the blockchain, but it's a huge warp for Star Atlas.
That's a good one. I'm glad everyone is impressed with my room temperature IQ play here. So appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, it's almost there. Since it was warp, this is actually a fast travel in the Star Atlas world. If it was sub-warp, this would take a little while longer.
So I saw a question asking, what is the cost of a transaction in Star Atlas? It's just a Solana transaction, and those are like half a penny.
Oh, it's much less.
Oh well, yeah,
Or you can pay
I
in
was
Atlas.
yeah, or you could do it in Atlas, yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Also, we will be looking for a new round of testers as well. So if you're listening and you're interested in helping stress test the game, I'm sharing the form where you will have to apply for the next playtesting. So I just shared the form
Awesome.
in the chat.
Cool.
I think you arrived, Don.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Honey, I'm home. So we're here.
Scroll down a little bit.
Okay, so now you can
Arrived.
see the Spicy Fleet status is arrived. So we're going to go to the asset location, and you can see that it has arrived, but we're not done yet. We need to exit the warp. So we're going to exit the warp, and we're going to approve the transaction. And now we're here. Now we're at Oni 3, and we're ready to do some mining operations. So what can we get here? We can get carbon. Okay, so
Oh,
we're gonna
wow.
get some, we're gonna get some carbon, huh? So we're going to click on carbon. We can look at all the different stats that you want to look at. You can look at system richness, the resource hardness, the total mined here at this location, the size, location type, the coordinates, everything. You can see the fuel remaining for your fleet, but we're just going to initiate mining here. So we're going to initiate mining. We're going to approve the transaction, and we're engaged in mining operation.
This is awesome, man. Let's show them how it looks like in the managed fleet part.
And here we go. You can see engaged in a mining operation for Spicy Fleet. And you can see, like, you can have multiple fleets going to different sectors and doing their own thing. I'm getting copper from here, but I'm getting, I don't know, aluminite from over here. I'm Mr. Worldwide on the Gallia Expanse. So,
Mr. Worldwide.
So
So let's show them the screen down where it shows how you are performing in the mining operation. If you go to, you go there, you click on your fleet and manage fleet. And then there is the mining ops. Yeah, right there. So you can see how long you have been mining, the mining rate, how many resources you are getting per second, how much you have in estimated mining. And there will be a few other improvements that are not in this build, but it will display you more information about your overall performance while mining. As you guys can see, Dominic is doing God's work and getting lots of resources, lots of carbon.
yeah, time elapsed has been almost 90 seconds. And we've mined 47,000.
Bro, your fleet is not playing games, bro.
Dude, my fleet is
That fleet
crazy.
is, that fleet's a beast, bro.
It's sad that this is DevNet assets.
Oh,
Now I
bro.
gotta-
If you had
unless
that,
it's-
bro, if you have this fleet in real life, you'll be happy with those resources, bro.
We don't see any timers in game. What timer are you talking about for mining this? Because you can mine this as long as you want. It's just about the cargo that it can hold. Anyway, so I think we should maybe harvest the resources now because we're coming
Yeah.
up on the hour. So let's make sure we get through this whole process here. So okay, so we've gotten to Oni 3. We've started mining, and we're mining this resource. Now that we're done. I wanna take my resources and I wanna go back. So we're going to harvest resources and stop mining. Going to approve the transaction, and we're done. We're done. We're going to go ahead and we're going to manage our fleet, and we're going to go back. We're going to go back because it's been a long journey. I'm tired, and I want to go back to the Central Space Station.
Yeah, you did God's work, bro.
Yeah,
You
we're
deserve
doing-
some rest.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of work out here, man.
And
We're
this
gonna
is where
work.
you have to self-destruct.
Don't say that, bro. Should I self-destruct? Because that would suck.
No.
Let's
Poor
self-destruct.
Dominic.
Why not? I mean, I might as well, right? Like we've done it all already, so might as well show everything.
Self-destruct, bro.
So let's I've never pressed this button. We're gonna press this button though. All right, self-destruct. Wah, wah, wah.
You
All
lost
right,
all
so
resources.
yeah, we've lost everything, but we, it was a nice journey. It was a good journey.
We have great memories.
But it
And
shows
self-
the importance of making the math or making sure that you can come back.
Claim state crash. Yeah. So the self-destructing button is useful for if you just if you know you're gonna run out of resources and you want to save time, get your ships back. That's what it's useful for. So let's just say that I didn't fill my resources up to the brim. I wasn't going to make it back. I'm screwed. I'm self-destructing so I can get my ships back. So that's the whole journey, guys. So I
I
mean,
think we showed almost everything.
we've showed
We don't
everything
want
except
to
for
spoil
crafting.
the crafting. We don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah. But you guys have all the whole linear progression of joining Sage Labs, going to your central space station, depositing your ships, depositing resources, forming your fleet, putting resources into your fleet, warping to another sector to mine whatever resource and do whatever strategy you want to do, mining that resource, stopping the harvesting, stopping that stuff, going back to your central space station or self-destructing. That is the journey. And then you can obviously use those resources or use the SDUs to craft.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
trade in the marketplace.
Or trade, yeah.
Or trade with your guild fellas.
Yeah, there are many different options. One thing to be mindful is that Dominic just burned thousands of carbon resources in the cold void of the galaxy, because when you self-destruct, everything that was in your fleet gets destroyed but the ships. So be really mindful to not do that in True Sage Labs, guys.
Grain Peace would be proud. Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe just a note on so all of the assets do get burned right now. In future iterations of this, as well as in Recto, those will just be dropped and it will be reclaimable loot out there. So if you have to self-destruct in the future, you could stock back up on resources and go salvage whatever was dropped out in space. Otherwise, other players, if they come across that, will be able to steal your cargo that you had to drop in space. So again, not on this release, but in a future version of the game, looting from dropped resources will be possible. And I also just want to, it's not really part of the Sage Labs demo, but just things like the crafting fees and your respawn fees. Those do go directly to the DAO. So we've taken steps to start to replace some of the income streams, the cash flow to the DAO. So anytime somebody dies, they're paying the DAO effectively for a rescue. And same thing with crafting fees. You're paying a facility rental fee to craft anything. It's based on the value of the assets that are being crafted. And again, that goes to the DAO. That's a way to offset the loss of the R4 revenue stream from when the DAO was selling at a fixed price all of the R4. And we'll continue to add different Atlas sinks and revenue streams to the DAO through time.
Thank you, Swag.
Good news.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, guys, as you can see, Sage Labs can get really big really fast. I mean, you'll be managing lots of different operations, acquiring lots of different resources, and plotting which kind of recipes and assets you want to acquire in-game. There will be lots of different possibilities of assets for redemption inside Sage Labs among different strategies like crafting golden tickets or trying to acquire rare resources, ships, and yeah, I'll not spoil all the fun, but there will be many things to do, and it's going to be a race against the clock once the game starts. So we are super excited.
Because I'm excited for it. I'm going for the exclusive ships, the Sage Lab ships. I think there's a couple different ships that are exclusive to Sage Labs that we will never sell. So,
yeah, I don't know if
keep that in
we
mind.
are disclosing that. I'll leave it to Michael, but
No.
cool stuff coming, guys. Only
Yeah, we
available
sure.
in Sage Labs.
Yeah, we've
It
shared
is
one of the ships. So just to repeat, the Thimble Mamba X is going to be an exclusive. And just to be clear on the exclusive label, it's not that after Labs is over, these ships won't be craftable. This question has come up quite a bit. What we're doing is setting aside the total inventory that we would have sold, so it conforms to all of our economic pricing parameters and quantities. That full supply will be available to be redeemed using components within Sage Labs. If we do not go through the full supply, it's still going to be available for future promotions, future campaigns, future versions of the game where people can create it. After we reach the maximum origination supply, which is like everybody that's purchasing through the GAO now, the Galactic Asset Offering now, there is a Generation 1 model that everybody's buying. In the future, every ship is going to be craftable using blueprints and resources and time as the inputs to crafting formulas, real crafting. You're not crafting right now. You're just redeeming components, and the faction is rewarding you with a ship for bringing them resources. That is the context for today. But anyway, there's a couple more. There's a large, I'll say there's a large fighter in there. And then we're also targeting one of the, an extra small ship as well. So there's a pretty wide range, depending on the size of your fleet, where you can redeem with some guarantee. To the extent that you're able to go out and extract these resources, you have a guaranteed recipe that you can redeem for in-game assets. Otherwise, I think a lot of people are going to be going for golden tickets. And while there's a lot more uncertainty around that, the possibility for asymmetric value capture, if you will, only exists with golden tickets. So even if you have a very small fleet, if you're able to craft one ticket, there's a chance with that one ticket that you could win a commander ship. So, pick your poison. You either want the guaranteed path to redemption, or you want to take your chances on the golden ticket raffle system.
Thanks, Swag. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
I wanted to mention too, because where was the question? No Atlas burn. I'm personally not a fan of burning value as a way to create utility for tokens. Like, obviously, if you eliminate supply, it helps with things like exchange rates, but it's really not in my philosophy. I don't like destroying value as a way to create more value in the remaining assets. Our objective is to create extensive utility through velocity of money and through the GDP of the game. People that are constantly using Atlas to exchange for items with other players, a lot of peer-to-peer transactions, large GDP, and creating utility and purchasing power with that in the game, such that you're not relying on us to burn tokens as a way to create value. It's people that have demand for that currency because they know that they can do things with that currency, not only in game, but if you look at the build program, your ability to go out and buy physical world goods, like from Gallia merchants, for example, or from Gallia, Gallia Art Station. Anyway, anybody that's participating in the build program, you can go out and buy physical products with the currency that you're earning in game. That's the paradigm that we want to set, is that this currency has real utility and real purchasing power. So we're not relying on destroying currency as a way to create value. We rely on gameplay mechanics and growth of the ecosystem.
Perfect reply. And I think we are in a good moment to close here. We shared a lot of information, pretty much the whole process on how to get started, how to move, how to start mining. We didn't spoil the crafting. We're gonna save that probably for when it's live, I would say. I'm not sure we want to spoil all the fun. And yeah, anything else I'm missing, Jose, Dom?
No, I think that's it.
No, I think we are good. Uh, it's coming together. It's super exciting. And StartPath is going to launch at a similar time with Sage Labs, so it's going to be a huge boost to this whole experience. So I'm super excited about that as well.
Can you guys hear me? I think I lost my connection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can.
hear you.
Yeah, you can hear.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. And he's gone. But yeah, guys, we didn't talk much about StarPath, but it's also coming together with Sage Labs. For those who doesn't know what StarPath is, it is the referral system. Santi, you back?
Also,
Can you hear us?
PG StarPath will come out before Labs.
Yeah, it will come shortly before Labs, so it's a combo.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
we
we
hear
can
you.
hear,
Am I
bro.
back? Yeah, my
Yep.
internet is not working great. But yeah, I think you were talking about StarPath. I think StarPath is going to be a great tool for the community to create content, just guide people, get people into the game, and benefit from it. And together with Labs, it's a really nice combination.
Combination.
Yeah, 100%.
And Jima. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Didn't we have StarPath before? We did a massive overhaul to StarPath. We haven't released any official information on it yet, but it is a massive overhaul. Maybe someone else has some information they can give you on it, like an article or something. But it's gonna be a big update.
Yeah, this is StarPath V2. And yeah, we have the code for the Zeely quest, which is imp tip with capital I at the beginning, so you guys can go and claim that on our on Never Alone. But other than that, guys, anything I'm missing before we close?
No, I
Nope.
think this was super valuable. I hope some people took some notes. Whoever's here in this brew better have no issues on launch. You better be there. And if someone has questions, you better be answering those questions. I'm kidding. You don't have to answer those questions, but you better know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our job. But
I
yeah,
hope nobody here has to self-destruct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't self
please
destruct
don't.
like I just had to.
please don't.
Cool.
All
Awesome,
right,
guys.
everyone.
So we'll see you next Wednesday, as always, same time. And yeah, chat next Wednesday, my friends. See you soon.
See everyone, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
See you guys.